Hey guys, so today we're going to be taking a look at the new red 2-star Kefla. Now this is going to be one of those things where let's say you are hoping to pull Kefla, or you just pull Kefla and you're thinking whether you should use multi-Z power on her or not. So I'm going to be showing Kefla on 3 different teams. It's going to be Rival Universe, it's going to be Female Warriors and Fusion Warriors. Now on Fusion Warriors, she will have the Zenkai 7 boost, so she's probably gonna be looking a bit better on that team. Now when it comes to her showcase, I'm just gonna say this beforehand that she will not look very good, because in every single team she's on, there's always 1 or 2 unit that just is far and away better than her. Now granted, she is at 2-star status, but I've used a lot of units at 2-3 stars before, but she has to be one of the more underwhelming units, I'd say. Now she probably might be the worst sparking from if the list of sparkings that released on both of the banners, because her kit just seemed to be like not, it doesn't work together very well. Because let's just talk about her now. So her main selling point, I think, that might make a lot of people think she's very good, is that her 60% vanish recovery. Now the problem with that is it only triggers twice, and it's when the enemy actually vanishes. So the problem with that is sometimes you'll just have the enemy have a perfect vanish. So even if you have full vanish, you're not going to be able to vanish out of that. It just seems like a throwaway kit to me, because it just is very impractical. Now granted, in some situation it will be handy, but in most of the time you can just forget about it, I'd say. Now another thing I'd say is a very bad decision on making the designing the unit, is that they took away her blast armor. For whatever reason, they just decided that the previous Kefla had blast armor, this one is also strike, that one was also strike, but this one doesn't get blast armor. Now the problem with that is, with a blast armor you can just start with her, try to initiate and get through the blast with the blast armor, and you can then actually make use of the vanish, right? The vanish recovery. But because you have to most of the time just rely on throwing a blast, hopefully the opponent gets caught, or maybe you just let the opponent vanish and try to get a vanish yourself. So you just wasted the vanish ability, and just, if she had blast armor like she had before in her previous unit, she would obviously be a lot stronger. Now when it comes to damage, I thought her damage was pretty okay for a 2-star unit. She's probably gonna be way better at 6 stars. Again, the problem is the previous unit actually had card draw speed, but this one doesn't. For whatever reason, this one just seems like a very nerfed version of the previous unit. Now another thing that they actually nerfed is that her ultimate doesn't faint anymore. She used to faint before. Also another thing is that she used to previously just convert the blast into strike. Now she doesn't do that either. So I really don't know why they just decided to release a nerfed version of the previous unit, and then gave her a few good abilities that you can sometimes do some good plays with, but a lot of the times it's just a throwaway ability, just like I said with the vanish recovery. And another thing, now something that is very good that she has is her ability to just nullify cover rescue or cover special abilities. Now that is with the main, and that is for only 15 time accounts, so it's not really the most insane thing ever, because a lot of the units nowadays can just do it for long periods of time and multiple times, like Gogeta. Now he is an LF, but anniversary units should be special, and all the other units seem special, but Kefla just seems like a nerfed version of the previous unit. Now as I said, most of the times in all of our teams, all the other units seems very good. Now, for example, in female warriors, we obviously have 18, we obviously have Kefla, and we have Vardos, we have Android Blue 21, we have Android 21 Green, we also have the old Kefla, who is still very, very strong and probably gonna be a much better option if you have, especially since she's a very old unit and you probably have her at very, very high stats already. So you could just, yes, the new Kefla is a red unit and females did kinda need the red unit, but the problem is all the other units are just so much stronger than her that I think you could just forget about the red unit, because come on, 18, we have Kefla, we have Android 21s, so I think female is gonna be way better off without her. Same with fusions, we have obviously the direct counter, color counter, red Zenkai 7 Gogeta, and you're never gonna be wanting to run over red Zenkai 7 Gogeta. And when it comes to rival universe, we have a lot of good. And when it comes to rival universe, we have Vardos, we have Topo, we have Jiren, all these units. We have also for red, we have Borgamo, who is also very, very strong. So you at very high stats, yes, she could be very good on that team, but if you just pull her, I don't think she's gonna be a must in any of the team she can fit on. So I really don't know why they made her like this, and she just seems like a bit of a waste, because her old version already is very strong to this day, and they just decided to nerf the old version and release the new version with newer animation, newer card art, new color, and it just seems a bit disappointing, to say the least. Now, as the matches are playing in the background, you're gonna notice that a lot of the matches are basically other units and support units basically helping out Kefla, rather than Kefla actually carrying the team when it comes to damage, or when it comes to utility, or extending the combo, getting Dragon Balls and stuff that the other Kefla could do very, very easily. Now, speaking of the other Kefla, the old one could actually heal a little bit of HP back, and she would also give support to the entire team. Now, this one obviously doesn't do any of that, so before you could just, if let's say the opponent rushes your green Kefla, you survive the rush, you were supposed to be at 1 HP, you just healed a small amount of that HP, and now the opponent can just single tap you and kill you. But obviously the new one doesn't do any of that. She is still gonna be at 1 HP, and the opponent can still just tap you and you just lose. Now I can probably go on and on about this, but I think just seeing the unit in action yourself with different teams, different setups, it's gonna make it way easier for you to actually know that this unit is definitely good, but it's not gonna be having a very firm spot in any of the teams she's on. Now, if you ask me, I'll say if you got the unit at 2 stars, you probably want to use your Z powers on other units that are actually going to have a very good spot on their individual teams, rather than Kefla, who seems more like a flex option than an actual core unit that is gonna be able to hold her spot very well in the current meta. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave the matches play out, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the video.